Okay, this is episode 2 of investing into a Roth IRA for our granddaughter. And this is Adrienne.
Hi.
All right, so Adrienne, let's take a look and see how we did. So the first month, get the new slides here. So these are what we bought a month ago. So I had to buy these. Adrienne's not here all the time. She's on Christmas break right now. So we picked these over a weekend, and then she wasn't here when I bought them, but this is what we bought. So we bought Texas Roadhouse. Where'd you go?
Hmm? I
Oh,
didn't go to Texas Roadhouse yet.
all right.
I need the
So you
coffee.
got to get in the camera. You need to sit still.
I'm in the kitchen camera now.
All right. So her chair is kind of low, so she had to adjust herself. So one of the shares, what we did, we bought one share of Texas Roadhouse for $198. And in that month, it's gone down 7% or almost $14. Not good, huh? Today it's gone up 2%, but we'll look at the monthly totals. Next thing we bought was Disney. Paid $117 for
And
that.
I'm going to Disney this spring break.
Yeah, she's going to Disney in spring break, so she thought her mom's going to spend a lot of money there, so she'd buy a share of stock. And it's gone down almost 6% in 1 month. Not good. Not good so far, Adrienne. We bought a share of the NVIDIA leveraged ETF. A leveraged ETF means that they either double up or triple up on the share by borrowing money to really accelerate the growth. But remember when I said last month, if the share of stock goes up like double, when it goes down, what happens?
um,
If it goes up double, what happens when it goes down?
you'll lose money.
Yeah, how much? If it goes up double, it goes down
Double.
double. Yeah. So it's goes up double and it go down double. In our case, it's gone down double. But oh well. Then we bought UPRO, which is the triple leverage S&P 500 fund. So S&P 500, everybody should know what S&P 500 is. If you're a young kid or anybody who's looking for growth, who's not, even if you're in retirement, in my opinion. So none of this is financial advice, is it, Adrian?
No.
It's bad advice, probably. So um, I'm full of all types of advice. Some of it's bad, some of it's good. So the triple leverage ETF, S&P 500, we bought one share of that for $97, gone down almost 10%.
Wow.
TQQQ, triple leverage pro shares, QQQ, the NASDAQ 100, a share for $80. It's gone down, finally, only 2%.
Wait, I'm Grandpa.
What?
Are these all gonna be going down?
See all these red numbers?
Yes.
Red's bad. Green is good. We're getting to some green here in a minute here, so just be patient. I bid Bitcoin, one share, $54. Basically about the same. Uh, MSTX, that's the double leverage micro strategy ETF, which owns a bunch of Bitcoin. We bought one share for $96 and it's gone down 61%. So she's 9 years old and she understands 61% down is not good. That's like if you have a piece of pizza and there's 10 pieces and your mom eats 6 of the pieces before you get any, there's only like 4 left. So that's 60%. That's not good. So AMZ, which is a covered call ETF, it pays like a monthly dividend and buys covered calls on Amazon. It is down, bought for 19. It's down just a little bit. It's gone up today about 1%. Square, SQY, covered call ETF, going down a little bit. Netflix, covered call ETF, bought for 19. It's 18. All these covered call ETFs have gone down for the month. They're bouncing back a little bit today. YMAX, which is a fund of funds, which includes Amazon or AMZ, Square, Netflix, has gone down 2% for the month. And so we paid $17 for it. It's 17, so it's down a little bit. All right. So this is now January 2025. All right. So
Yeah.
this is Adrienne's Roth IRA. So a year ago, she contributed money that she earned by helping us with our rental properties. What's some of the stuff you did?
Mm.
Remember that house over there?
Oh yeah, we cleaned it out.
Yeah. And then you got the paint, right?
Yeah, I got the paint to make it look better.
And then landscaping, gardening, mowing, all types of stuff. So
Yeah.
we sold that house, but we have other houses that she will help us with this summer and earn some money. We don't know how much money she'll earn, but it'd be at least $1,200. So what we did at the first of the year, we gone ahead and we contributed $1,200 to her Roth IRA for 2025. So she's got a total of $2,400 that's been invested.
How much right?
If you look at the total value down here, it's 2,303 because we're down for last month. So what we did before we started the video, we looked at some stocks and we went in and we bought some more stock. All right. So we didn't buy anything new. We just bought more of what we already had. So the things in yellow are things that we bought today, and there it shows like the activity. This is Fidelity.
We even bought Netflix.
Yes, we bought Netflix down here, or Netflix, which is a cover call. So what we did, we bought, I believe, 4 shares of the UPRO, the triple leverage S&P 500. We bought 4 more shares of the QQQ, or TQQQ, the Pro Shares triple leverage QQQ, the Nasdaq 100. We remember how we lost all this money with MicroStrategy double leveraged.
Yes.
So we're not scared of that. So we went in, we bought 4 more shares. So what that did, that brought our average cost down from like 90 to 50. So it's worth 38, but our average cost is 50 right now. So once this pops up above 50, we'll be back in the green. We're in the green a little bit today, but we got to get this minus 23. Total, remember it was like minus 60 a little bit ago. And now it's minus 23. This is dollars here, the total gain in dollars. So I'm expecting this. This one here is going to make you a millionaire. Okay. All right. So then we have AMZ, Square, Netflix, and YMAX. So these all pay a monthly dividend, high monthly dividend. So what I want to happen here is for these to give us enough monthly dividend to give us a little bit of cash up here so we can buy something each month with this here. So the rest of this stuff is growth. It doesn't pay much for dividends. These 5 or these 4 down here, these 4 will pay a dividend, hopefully enough. We're hoping for like 30%. So we have about, let's see, we have about $1,000 invested. So 30%, let's say 3% a month, so like $30. So if we get $30 a month, 30, 35, $40, it'd be enough to buy like 1 share of some of these other things like the MicroStrategy or some other different funds. Add to this each month. Build it up each month, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, all right, let's look at something different here. Let's see how we did with some things. All right, so this is the Yahoo Finance, Adrienne. So see this chart here?
Yes.
This middle line here that goes up like this and goes down, that's the average price for the past 20 days. So you take the average over 20 days, and this is the line. So the double leverage MicroStrategy, was going up, 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 and it shot way up here to $170. And then the past, this is like, when was this? Let me scroll down just a little bit. So around November 20th, it was $170 about, and now it's way down here to 30. And this thing here, This thing here is called a Bollinger Band. Does that mean anything to you? Bollinger Band? So let me just explain this to you. So she's 9 years old. She might not get it, but we're going to learn about this stuff slowly and over time. And by the time you get to be older, you'll know what this stuff is. And then you can come back and look at these videos in a couple years and then remind yourself what you learned, right? So Bollinger Band is a guy who developed the Bollinger Band. His name was Bollinger, okay? It's named after a person. And he created this thing that says the stock should bounce back and forth between the bottom here and the top of this, and the Bollinger Band should just bounce around back and forth. So the idea is if the stock comes down here and starts hitting the bottom of the Bollinger Band, it wants to bounce back toward the middle and get back to the top. So it just kind of bounces back and forth. Sometimes it stays toward the top, and then like right now it's bouncing toward the bottom. Now, the 20-day moving average shows what the trend is. We probably should have waited until this bounced back and start going back up, but we're impatient. All right. Plus, MicroStrategy does some weird things anyhow. So at $38, I didn't think we could do too bad. It's gone down as low as 7 or 8. So if it keeps bouncing down, we'll just keep buying it if it goes down and make our average cost per share lower. So we're not afraid because we got time on our side, right? So let's look at a couple more things real quick. Here's the QQQ. You see here it's at the bottom of the Bollinger Band.
Yes.
But this trend is kind of it's going down a little bit, but I'm thinking it's going to go sideways and go back up. So we bought 4 extra shares of this QQQ at about here around $78. So I think I'm good here. So it stays in the Bollinger Band pretty good. So I don't think it's going to go too much lower. The S&P 500, same thing, is toward the bottom. I think once again the trend is going down here a little bit, but I think it's going to like bounce and go back up. I don't base that on anything in particular except for a gut feeling. So, all right, so let's talk about retirement real quick. All right, so this is the Dave Ramsey calculator for retirement. There are several calculators out there, but what we found is that if you put in that you're age 9, it won't work because they don't think people at 9 are saving for retirement, but Adrienne is. So we put your age in, you're 9 years old, and this is a Roth IRA, so you got to be 59 and a half before you can take money out of your IRA. So how many years is that? 59?
50.
Yeah.
50 years.
Even 50. So you're going to be saving 50 years for retirement. That's a long time, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So I just barely got to be that age now. So you got to be like my age. Yeah. A long time. So, okay, so how much do you currently have? $2,400. Actually, it's $2,300 because we've lost $100
How
already.
much will I contribute monthly?
Yeah, how much will you contribute monthly right here?
100.
So we're gonna say $100. Actually, we'll be doing $1,200 a year, but we'll just say $100 a month because that's what the calculator.
What do I think
What do you think the annual return will be? So we're attacking this.
15%.
We're attacking this very aggressive. Now, some people will say, "Oh, you're like 8% or 4%," but we are aggressive. We're shooting for 15%. All right, and we're shooting for like 25%, but we're gonna be conservative and say 15%. So 9 years old, 59 years of retirement, 2,400, blah blah blah, 15%. What's this number here?
17,941,526.
526. Perfect. All right. Very good. And down here is how much money you will contribute over 50 years, 60,000. So you'll pay $60,000 if you put $1,200 a month in or $100 a month. If you do $100 a month, you'll end up with $17 million when you're 59 years old, starting with $2,400. Let's do some different. Let's say you're like regular people and you wait until you're 25 years old before you start contributing money, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's what most people do. They like, I'll save for retirement later, all right? And you're still going to put in, let's say you're going to be 25 years old, still going to retire at 59. You're going to contribute, start out 2,400. So everything's the same except for the age. Let's hit calculate. Ooh, how much money you got now?
1,644,748.
Yeah. So what would you rather have, 17 million or 1 million?
17 million.
Yeah. So this is a good advice for anybody. So if you're 25 and you haven't started saving yet, you can still end up with $1 million if you start now and chip in $100 a month.
But if you start at 9, you get more millions.
Yeah, but if you're 9 years old, $17 million.
Yeah.
Let's pretend we hit our 20% target, okay? Because we're aggressive. We're doing the double and triple leverage ETFs. We're not screwing around here, people. We want to be millionaires, right?
Yep.
Holy smokes. How many millions of that?
Oh my gosh. 170 million.
Yeah, 170 million.
178,607.
Yeah, we won't even care about that. We'll just give that money to the animal shelter, okay?
No.
Well, yeah, this part we will, but
Oh, yeah.
we'll keep the 170 million for ourselves, and we'll give this to the animal shelter, help the puppies and stuff. So let's see if you're 25 and start this.
I thought you meant like all the money.
Oh no, not all the money. We're not that generous. So even if you are 25, you start chipping in, trying to shoot for 20%.
7,124,863.
Yeah. So even if you're that age, if you can hit 20%. All right, let's go back and pretend like you're only gonna get 8% interest, which like that's boring, 8%.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what that.
922,480.
Yep, 922,480. Okay, so that's if you are only getting 8%. But like I said, we are aggressive.
Try 25%.
Well, 25%. Miss Greedy here wants to make even more money. So 9 years old, 59, retire, $2,400 starting out $100 a month, 25%. What do you think it's going to be up here? How many millions? It was 17 million with 20%.
So I think it's going to be 19.
19? I don't know. I'm going to say at least 100 million.
Okay, let's see.
All right.
1 billion.
High five.
I'm giving that.
All right. New
$1
goal.
billion.
New goal. We're going to shoot for 25% annually for 50 years. You remember this. I won't be alive in 50 years. Well, let's see. I'd be 110 years old. I don't think I'll be alive. But you remember when you're a billionaire, you and Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and all those people, you're going to be a billionaire just like them.
Wait, let's try. I want to try something else.
Uh-oh.
I'm Miss Greedy.
I'm going to do backspace.
Okay.
Punch in a number.
35.
35%.
180 billion.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, 35%.
All right, 35%. Is that possible?
Yes.
If you're like, if you would have invested like in Tesla or something years ago, and the people, I don't know about 180 billion, but so that's the magic of compound interest.
We're doing. I'm gonna be a billionaire.
A billionaire. All right. So let's calm down a little bit. Let's go back to 15% because we're aggressive, but we'll settle for 17 million.
Billion.
Let's
Billion.
do 20%.
25.
All right. Let's be conservative.
25.
20%. All right. So we got to wrap this up because people are getting bored watching us get rich. All right. Watching you get rich. So parents, grandparents, it's okay to help your kids
Give
start
them
saving.
money. Give them money.
Start saving for retirement. Make them work around the yard. Make them earn some money.
Billionaire.
When they get old enough.
Let them be a billionaire.
So if she gets old enough to start earning money from a job like detasseling, or she gets to be 15, 14 and can get a job.
I'm going to get a job from Disney.
Okay, she get a job at Disney, or maybe McDonald's or Hardee's or Texas Roadhouse or Burger King or something.
Yeah, but it's definitely going to be Disney.
So
on my
your kids get a job. If they make $4,000, $5,000 in a year, why not give them that money? So they make $4,000, let them keep that money, but give them $4,000, but don't really give it to them. Use that $4,000, put it into an IRA for them, so they can like become, when they get to be retirement age, they can retire and not have to eat cat food and dog food when they're retirement. So I see a lot of retired people have nothing. So even a little bit.
You guys aren't.
Let's do one more thing, Adrienne.
Yay.
Let's say you don't put no money in. Let's just say you start. Well, it won't let you do. Let's see if it's $0.
Yeah, 0.
All right, so let's you put 0 in. So let's just say you put $2,400 in. Let's say we never put another penny in there forever. All right, we stop today. We just leave the money where it's at.
We're not going to stop today.
No, but let's say we get 15%. Let's say we just forget about it. We just stop now. We don't touch this again ever. How much money you think we'll have?
We're not gonna. I think we're gonna have like 1/6. We're gonna have like in the 100 or in the thousands.
A couple $1,000. Yeah, well, we got 2,400.
I would think the 100 then. A couple of 100s, like 600.
Well, we got to have more than 2,400 probably, unless the stock market goes down. We don't want to think that way. So let's just calculate. I'm gonna guess. I'm still gonna guess. I'm gonna guess 800,000.
800,000.
Yeah.
Let's see.
$4 million. No. So if we don't do another thing ever, you're still gonna have $4 million. I
still don't care. I want $1 billion.
She wants $1 billion.
I want to be a millionaire. I can
20%.
I can
48 million.
But I'm not gonna buy myself a mansion.
A mansion, 8% interest. Never putting another penny. 129,000. No. Yeah, we don't like that. That's 15%, 4 million. All right.
We're doing 25,000.
25%.
Yeah, 25%.
25%. 500 million.
Put 100 in there.
$100 a month. Contribute it monthly. $1 billion.
1 billion.
All right.
Now try 200.
This is possible.
200.
Oh, $200 a month. She must. Well, you better get a part-time job besides what you're gonna earn from us. Then $2 billion. All right. Makes you want to save money, doesn't it? What are you gonna do with your allowance money you get and your birthday money?
I'm saving it in my piggy bank.
Well, piggy bank.
No, not my piggy bank. I mean my safe.
Well, you put it in your safe, but your safe's not going to pay you interest. You got to put it in your retirement fund or your college fund or savings that pays a good monthly rate. So even 8%, 9 years old, 50 years, starting $2,400, $200 a month, 8% interest, almost $2 billion. All right, so we're done. So subscribe and like this. Watch us next month. See how we do. See how much money we make with our investments.
I'm gonna try to get $2 billion.
The goal is $2 billion by the time she's 59. So, okay.
Bye.
Bye.